ladies and gentlemen, for the 800th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring his Junus, a.k.a. that motherfucker's got a Bob Barker mic in his hand.
800 motherfuckers! Appreciate y'all sticking with me! That's what I'm talking about! Fuck you! Shut up!
He gonna push the mic away from himself and lean towards it to scream more. Ladies and gentlemen, also featuring
shit.
that dude called Big Mike, a.k.a. the Black Hand of Mike.
Yeah, happy 800, y'all.
Mr. Chick Rod Staples!
Shout out, cuz.
Also featuring live via Zoom, big homie Mark, a.k.a. the OG of the edible game, Pink Fox in the house.
What up?
Alrighty then, and me, I am Mahoney, a.k.a. Mason. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, everybody? What's good out there today? 800. We are 800 episodes in.
Snake.
Goodness.
Bliskin.
Now, okay, Mr. Unit, you said you had some notes here. What was in your notes? Because you got to explain this to the listeners here.
I seen my man with the dick holes, right? Big Jones.
Okay, hold on. Let's explain it
You gotta
to people.
explain, because there's Mark and other people that don't know everything that comes out of your mouth and what it
So
actually
we don't
means.
know what. No, so well,
I'm scared.
what are those things actually? I don't even know what they're.
Gauges.
Oh,
The gauges in your earlobe.
Gauges.
If you got gauges in your earlobes big enough to put a dick through, the Jew unit calls them dick holes. And that's just what he calls them. He says he got them dick holes. And like, if you don't understand what he
almost
means,
any diameter is a dick. I mean, unless you get once you get above a half inch, because then you're in baby dick range, and you can, you know.
he got baby dick holes or full-on dick holes.
You either got
He
the
got
real
grown
ones,
man dick holes, and he got porn star
But
dick holes.
I've seen my cat had their earrings hanging off of it, bro. They're a waste of product out here, man. Come on.
Say what again?
Had the earrings looped in off the dick hole.
So he had loops in the
He had
dick hole.
he had like a
I see what
hoop.
you're saying.
He had like a hoop
Okay.
coming off. Like using the dick hole, the hoop was in the dick hole. You know, I'm screaming like I'm like, wow, bro. It's almost like I was thinking monkey in a barrel joke. You know how you be like, I'm like, oh damn, bro. I wonder if he keep going with that. That was just where my mind was at with that one. You know, because I ain't never seen that before.
You've never seen dick holes big enough to have a whole bunch of earrings hanging into the dick holes too? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like there was like a hole, and then there was an earring, and an
Yeah.
earring, and an earring.
And when
Tell us more. How can you explain yourself?
when I got my hair did, right, this chick, she had like a nose piercing, right, but she almost had, it looked like a hearing aid basically in her whole both her nostrils, right.
So wait a
So I
minute.
don't know if it was like a nasal blocker or like a
Nah, she probably had.
it was bigger than the backing, you know.
You
It wasn't
didn't
just
take
the
a
backing
picture?
of it. I'm getting my hair did. What am I gonna slide up in there?
I'd have been like, girl, can I take a picture of your nose?
She might have had what they call, I can't remember what they're called, but it's like it's some kind of ring that goes right here.
It's not the ring.
It wasn't a
They
septum
flip it up,
piercing?
yeah.
No, it ain't none of that. This was like, it was almost like a backing. It was like the whole goddamn nostril.
Nose was plugged.
Both of them, yeah, it was like, yeah, either she had like a cotton ball up that mug or just a booger just adequately the size of her whole nostril and both of them, you know, I'm screaming. Or like, I did it and, you know.
Why ain't you asking, hey,
You
sweetheart?
gotta take a picture of
Because
that.
I'm like, what the fuck you got going on with your
You don't
nose,
have to
girl?
ask it like that. You
Well, that's
Especially,
how
look
I'm gonna ask it.
Oh
'cause,
no,
you know,
but you can skip that and just be like, can I take a picture of your nose? And then when she's like, what? I would just snap that picture right there.
Right there.
And I'll be like, you see that right there? I'm trying to figure out what's going on with that.
But
Is you
see,
doing
he
that on
might-
purpose? What is that?
He might have product in his head there, you know what I mean? She might let him be like, nah,
No,
I ain't
I
fuck
would
with
wait
you.
till my hair was done before I did this, but I would, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you wanted the knife, you know what I mean?
I was definitely getting, yeah.
I don't know. You can ask someone to take a picture of their nose.
That's what I'm screaming. I don't think you
that
can do
might
that.
be like, yeah, that might be a
A
good.
little kind of creepy,
Nah,
right?
dude, I push boundaries all the time,
That's
dude.
coming out the bushes. That's hiding out the
That
bushes.
might put you on a list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
I'm already on it. I ain't worried.
She
I'm on
might
all
think
kind of
you
lists,
got like
sure.
a nose fetish. Like, you got some kind of nose fetish? What do you want to do with my
I'll
nose
tell you this
right
much.
now?
We've done 800 episodes. If somebody's paying attention, we're on lists. It's just,
I guarantee
it's just
it.
the way it is.
There's a drone flying around me if anyone's really listening to anything that I've said.
You got the drone following him.
I don't think you could do noses, belly buttons, and feet. You know what I mean? Those are like
without permission.
Probably.
I can understand belly buttons, sort of.
Feet, there's a lot of money in feet, so I can see that too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot
Yeah,
of money in
commodity.
feet.
That's a commodity.
There's a lot of that foot hustle's real.
Yeah, but like sometimes it's like I can't show you what I'm looking at in your nose. You're gonna have to look at it too. Here's a picture. Can you explain this to me? Like I would literally
Well,
be
I
like,
could've really just asked him, like, damn, what you got going on
Nah,
with your
Jew,
nose?
I wouldn't
ain't
even
never seen
ask.
nothing like that.
Right there.
now
That's how you ask.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I'd have been like, snap. Hey, what's up with that?
But you can't do that though.
No, I would have. I can. I can do that.
Guy, 'cause
I can do that.
And then,
Nah.
yeah,
that's what I've done.
I don't want this man taking inappropriate pictures of my nasal.
I was when I'm done.
And then bam.
I'm doing it when I'm done. Like, thanks for the haircut. Even though I don't get my hair cut by professionals, I just buzz it down and keep moving. If I'm gonna have my hair cut, I just cut it down.
You could.
I mean, if I was gonna do it, I'd go to a barber and get a proper shave. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, just
The only way
buzz
you'd
my
be
hair
able to
and give
get
me a
away
nice
with that
shave.
is if you was at the checkout and you was like, let me Apple Pay real quick, and
No,
then flip
she
it
would
upside
literally-
down and took the pay and be like, oh shit, my bad.
She would take the
I'll try
curtain.
Apple Pay.
She'd take the curtain off my neck and go and flip it, and I would go, let me ask you something. Hold up, hold still. I'd say, you see this right here?
Well, now, all right, if you,
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this. Like,
know,
is this
bro.
what you want to see? Because look I'd be like, look I don't understand. So I'm just trying to make sure that you know what you look like, so that I know that this is what you want to look
I
like.
put it this way: as long as no little legs popped out off that motherfucker, like she might have a roach or something in there, she good.
No, it wasn't albino roach. If it was a roach, then, bro, I ain't never seen no albino roach.
So it was like a white.
Yeah.
I got a question about the dick hole ears.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret asking this question. If you got dick hole ears, can you wear headphones like the ones we're wearing, or how does that? What do you think? You know that
You might have to fold it in.
You probably just got to pop the gauge out.
hole in, or
Yeah, you'd have to tuck it in.
I think a flip up would be.
Yeah.
Now, if you pop the gauge out, you just got regular ear. You know, you take
No,
your
it's
little
still
ring thing
hanging.
out.
It's still hanging though. You know, because it stretches it.
Well,
It pulls
yeah,
that
that's
skin
not a
down.
regular ear. It doesn't like snap back.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not gonna. That's down to. That's not where
doesn't
your.
snap
That's not your
back.
hair, and that's the lobish area.
Yeah,
but see,
it's
look,
all like stretched
you see
out
this?
lobe.
See, it goes over my shit, Jew. Now, if you got the lobe stretched out, you got to tuck that meat up in that bitch.
Yeah, you take the
That's
plastic
what I'm
thing
thinking,
out.
right?
I'd have it flap down. Like,
You take the thing out that makes it to dick hole size, and then you just put the
But
ears in there.
you're not getting the full
See
effect
this?
of hearing correctly.
Well, I know that.
Yeah, you got to flip this in.
You gotta flip
if it
that
doesn't
in.
go in right, you just got to flip it up in there. Because otherwise, you're gonna have like that like pretzel piece sticking out, and then your ears are gonna be
Well,
like
you got a whole.
exposed.
You got a whole skittle hoop sitting in there. It's gonna be hard.
A skittle hoop.
Yeah, because you know I've been trying to throw Skittles in
throw
that
the
jump when
Skittles
they be
through?
like, would they be like awake? Like if I've
You
been
be
a party
re-tossing
before,
with
yeah,
Skittles
like
in?
re-tossing with my hubby, or like and then upgrade up to the peanut M&M. You know what I mean? Per gauge, you know, I'm screaming.
Peanut
like,
M&M, now you're talking.
You know.
Hey, you know, once I get
Yeah.
tight with the skittle, man, I start tossing
we,
peanut
It's
M&Ms.
2023. We can't throw popcorn around
See,
each
but
other
a
and shit. You know, we're
Skittle-
past popcorn and a marshmallow in the
a
mouth now.
Skittle is a
We going
consistent size, where a
candy
peanut
nickels.
M&M is not, dude. You're providing yourself with a significant challenge each time with a
It
peanut,
is
peanut M&M.
because no
There's no
nuts the same.
consistency. That's
no
right.
nuts the same, bro.
That's right. No nuts
Skittles
the
is
same.
really- Skittles are right
depends
on.
This is a variable size hoop too. Like, I mean, we're talking about different size hoops.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Well, it would almost be like you would have to do like tiers. You got like
Yeah, you
baby
step
dick
up.
hole and a Skittle, and then you got like regular dick hole and like a regular M&M, and then you got like porn star dick hole and you got like a big old peanut
But if you
M&M.
got a porn star dick hole,
That's
That's why you got to throw the bigger
there's
fucking.
not I don't think you got enough skin on your ear to
That's
get a porn star
peanut.
dick
That's
hole.
all-
No,
Almost
it
all
just keeps
peanut.
stretching. They go real big, dude. They go mad big, dog. They can go like
Yeah, you see them fucking
They can go obscene
fucking,
devices that women put in on those weird websites, and you go, oh Lord, look at that. How can they even do that?
Yeah,
got
you
a
see them
baby
boys on
head.
Discovery Channel. Them motherfuckers hanging down their goddamn
Oh, yeah, you got a point
shoulders
there.
and
Yeah,
shit.
dude.
I knew he was going to say that. Yeah,
On Discovery
we saw
Channel.
them. We saw them Black Panther.
Yeah, yeah.
We all seen it with the big old ears. You know what I'm saying? They definitely ain't wearing headphones.
Nah.
They ain't got a chance.
Well, if you got a big enough hoop of ear, it's probably real thin, and it would go under the tuck, the
If you
cup
hang
real
way down
nice.
here by the time, you probably
Yeah, once you got it out to like where you can put the plates in it and shit, like that's
Yeah.
that's no big deal.
in the gap there or something.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, but the plate is different though. The plate, I mean, obviously you're not getting that in headphones.
Nah.
You gotta wear buds. If you got plates, you gotta wear buds.
Yeah.
Well, but I think that if you've got plates where if you take the plates out, that you could put it on even with that big long piece of ear hanging out because it's so
No
thin. It's so thin it'll
But
go through the hole.
But see, here's the thing: you gotta try to put
crick in your
that
neck.
plate back in, and
Yeah,
you
gotta
might
pop 'em
snap
back. You gotta
it.
pop 'em
dog.
back in, bro.
How do you move though with plates?
That's what I'm saying. There's just no way.
There's a lot of work involved.
I
in
wish
all
I
that.
knew somebody with plates in their ears, but like I imagine they're not really. I don't know. They're not prominent. I don't see them. They're not prevalent.
Nah.
I don't see
It'll
someone.
be tight. It'll be tight if maybe you could get some instead of plates. You could do a little Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, now you
You know what I
talking.
mean? Like as the plate. You know what I'm
that'd
saying?
be nice.
Yeah, I got two 8-inch subwoofers hanging in my ears.
Yeah, that'd be
Yo,
nice.
can you be thumping?
Yeah,
Yeah,
bump
be
it,
thumping
bro.
on the
Yeah,
block
yes,
there.
sir.
Like what?
Something.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear what you're saying, dog. You guys just write it down. Text me, player.
Write that down.
Text me. Stand right here. I said text me.
Yeah, I got the bass going.
I would still fucking talk to people though. Like even though I couldn't hear myself and they couldn't hear me, I'll still
Oh, I
talk to people and be
guarantee he would.
like, text me, dog. Like,
You know what'd be neat to set up a couple of woofers and some cones, and then use a microphone like your Bob Barker mic and have it running through the things that are in your ears,
Oh, that'd be
and you
luscious.
could have people doing the thing. Like, hey, what are you
it's
saying?
like your own megaphone
They're
shit.
speaking in my microphone, and then I can hear you through my ear
Oh, that's luscious.
speakers.
Yo, that's a lane.
That's luscious. You could just turn it down a little bit
Certainly
too.
something.
Yeah, you unplug the mic and you're good.
Yeah, you could just turn it down a little. You know, you ain't always gotta be bassing out everywhere you go. You know, get your ear bass.
You gonna be in the cubicle
Yeah,
thumping.
your ear bass. Your
Hell
head
yeah.
just
Got a
steadily
little jaw
rattling and shit.
cranking in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you gonna be yelling all day long. Okay.
Jesus.
Now, what was the other thing? You said you had something else too?
Something about black folks in
Oh,
denim.
Oh yeah,
What
I
are
was
you
fucking with my
talking about?
boys at work, man. I told them I don't trust no black man in denim. I said if they cut up denim, then maybe. I said,
Oh,
but I
are you
can't
talking
deal with
about a denim outfit?
jeans.
like-
Jeans
yeah.
usually.
So wait a minute. Let me
black man
ask you
in a
something.
pair of
Hold on.
jeans.
Denim overalls. What about
Oh
denim
no,
overalls? Denim overalls.
nah, that's not
Like
the-
Mario
oh,
has.
Yeah.
You don't trust
On
a
a
brother
brother?
with Mario
Maybe
overalls?
he's a plumber.
DMX. DMX.
DMX used to
wear.
rock it.
What?
The
Overall?
yeah.
Well, see, yeah, I ain't gonna trust.
The best Woodstock performance ever. He had the red overalls and the Timbs.
Yep, and he climbed up on top of the shit.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
you're losing credibility right now. Like, here's the thing: people in denim, often it's no big deal, but sometimes people be putting on some weird ass denim, and I'm like, they can wear these like dark blue with like the bright stitch, and then they got like the brown patch on this motherfucker, and they be
Yeah,
walking around like wearing
the
like the
denim game is
matching
different.
jacket, and it's all tight. Like I could think of like people that I've seen, but I suppose my real question is: you don't trust a brother in denim? Do you trust anybody else in denim? Or is denim like a red flag for you?
I don't know. It depends on denim and flannel. On a white boy, you gotta watch him too.
It's like as the combo.
Yeah, denim and flannel. Yeah, you gotta
So
watch
one
out
or the
for that.
other is not a big deal. If I had
Yeah.
a flannel shirt on but khakis,
There's no problem.
I'm not
Yeah,
a problem.
nah,
But
yeah.
the denim and flannel, then
Denim
there
and
could be some
flannel,
issues.
yeah.
So the closer I look to brawny man, like the more dangerous I am to you.
Well, not as much dangerous.
Mr.
Just,
the guy on the brawny towels is wearing a fucking denim,
Yeah.
denim top
you
and
gotta
blue
watch
jeans.
his. Yeah, you gotta watch his ass. That's
He's-
the kind of brother you gotta watch out
He's
for. bro.
dangerous to
Yeah,
you, but the
you gotta
Quaker
watch
Oat
out
guy,
for
no
him.
big deal, right?
Nah, that motherfucker dangerous. They all,
He's
all
dangerous,
them
too.
motherfuckers is
The
dangerous.
Quaker Oat, man.
Quaker Oats.
'Cause
What
the
about
way-
Uncle Ben? Was Uncle Ben a problem? Because didn't Uncle Ben have on jeans and a fucking
Uncle
flannel?
Ben-
Uncle Ben had the butler suit.
Uncle Ben, yeah, he was.
I thought he had on the white.
Uncle Ben wasn't good
chef
either.
shit. He had the chef shit on. He had the white hat on with the white
Nah,
overall.
Well, wait a minute.
That's
you
Chef
might-
Boyardee, right?
No.
Chef Boyardee, hold on.
He did
No,
too.
Uncle Ben had an apron.
That's
Uncle
it,
Ben had
that's
an
it.
apron on.
But it was a white apron, wasn't
They
it?
all
Yeah.
was tearing shit up. They was one of them was a pedophile. The other one was just fucking everything.
Nah. You know who the pedophiles?
No, we can't slant.
Nah, you know, You know who the pedophiles were? They were the Cinnamon Toast Crunch dudes, man.
That for sure.
Hold on, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch guys.
Yeah, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch chefs, bro. Those guys were pedophiles, man. Those guys were fucking weird, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because now Cinnamon Toast Crunch, they just eat each other in commercials.
yeah, the Cinnamon Toast Crunches eat
now
themselves.
the carnivores and shit.
You know why? Because the chefs got caught just like Jared, and they're out the game now. They can't do that shit
They
anymore.
were Jared chefs.
That's right. They're in lockdown with Jared from fucking Subway.
God.
It's like something. It's like
I'll tell
some.
you what. I'll give you a hot take. I don't think denim is comfortable at all.
Oh wow! Not even good broke-in denim.
Nah, man. I've never. No. It's just like all you do is itch and like. It's like the least insulated material ever, too. So it kind of makes no sense at all in practice.
Well, I think that it's kind of good for like falling down. It takes abrasions pretty well, but like, you know what I mean? Like,
It's good in that sense.
it's good for that. But like, yeah, I mean, you know, that's how you. I don't know. I've always been fairly comfortable with jeans once they're good and broken in. It just depends. Some of them.
Broken in jeans are different than
Some of them are like too
crisp jeans, you know what I'm
difficult,
saying?
too crispy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Too much. You sit down.
Yeah, oh, dude,
They're just
yeah.
too tight or whatever. Like,
But see, though, nowadays, they still got them skinny jeans. Like, that whole
Yeah, I
skinny
can't be
jeans,
about
skinny
that life either,
sweatpant
yeah.
thing they've been doing, the guys just,
Skinny
it makes no
pants.
sense. The whole skinny pant era
Yeah, the skinny pant.
just don't make no fucking sense. Like, I want my balls to breathe.
Yeah, I hear that.
I need my dick to swing. I don't need to stay in place. I need to swing a little bit.
I like
need
the
freedom.
the mild security yet freedom of a boxer brief via the
Yeah.
homies at Tommy John. No plugs. That's just actual. I buy the Tommy Johns. I like them. They're good.
Yeah, they're
They give me
comfortable.
just enough support while still being like comfortable and loose. Like it's a nice balance.
But
That's
like,
what I think, anyway.
These youngins.
You ever
man-
heard of these?
Go ahead.
You ever heard of these things called 2 under?
2 under.
Don't know those.
2
They're
under.
boxer briefs and they have a little pouch for your nuts.
Oh, to hold your balls.
True story.
Yeah. The
yeah,
ball
they got a
sack
little
holder.
pouch, yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of like
got a little pouch. No,
pouch
no
action.
chafing. Keep them separated.
I mean, it could work. It could work. I imagine that it could also like cause a bit of an issue if I'm not careful. You know, you move and
Oh
tuck
no, I
and
got like
Oh,
7
no.
pairs.
Your
They're-
balls are
they're
in the
fine.
front.
oh, they work for you, huh? Oh, okay, look at that.
Yeah, they keep
Yeah,
your
no,
balls
I got.
pocketed.
I would endorse them. Yeah, I'd send them over. I'll send a pair over.
Nah, just help get us a sponsorship
a
with them.
pair.
I'll wear them if I get a sponsorship with them. You know what I mean? I've just been rocking Tommy Johns for a long time. Never thought of the need for the ball tuck, but I mean, I don't know, man.
Hey, look, you get to a certain age, man, your balls start dropping a little lower. You know, you got to tuck them.
There's some point there. Saggy balls are not always a good thing.
I'll send a pair over with some nose photos, maybe a photo of a foot or two. You know,
Sweet.
we'll see what happens.
Oh, trifecta.
The whole trifecta.
What I like to call the lovers package.
Yeah, right on the lover's package. We got noses, belly buttons, and toeses. Toeses and noses.
Toeses and noses.
Telling you. All day, dude. Motherfuckers are into some weird shit.
That's going to be the bar.
Well, it's like, so Mark, in a couple of weeks, we're going to the Exotica Fest in D.C., which is where they, a bunch of
Oh, shit, all right.
porno motherfuckers be coming around.
You already get your tickets? You already
I got my tickets for the festival. It's a
I'm gonna do
3-day
mine on
event where
Friday
there's
for
like all
Friday.
kinds of porno expo and stuff going on, and you know, because I recently broke up with the lady friend, and I'm like, you know, I think I might just have to start a porno company because I know how to make videos, and like I'm looking at like women kind of like pain in the ass, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, maybe I should just try to monetize getting laid instead of like actually trying to like have somebody that I like hanging out with, because that just seems like it doesn't actually happen. Like you end up somebody that's all right, and then progressively you like each other less and less, and then one day you're like, fuck that bitch, and you're gone, and you know that sucks. But like if I could just have some chicks come over and be like, hey, we're gonna do this scene on the couch, like, and then that'll be that. Then you can move on with your day and everything. Like, you know, that sounds like everything's like.
You think that's a world? There's a world in which that happens?
Yeah, there appears to be. I think so. They're doing an expo. These people go and do an expo about it. Like, they actually do that. They, like, as long as I don't
I'm
get...
teasing you. No, I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you.
Yeah, I think it could work with, like, porn. But I don't know if it could work in an actual relationship. Like I meet some girl that I like, and I hang out with her for a long time, and it's all good. I don't really believe in that anymore. I'm kind of like beyond it. I'm like, plus, it's like... I don't want to put in the effort. I think life would be easier just finding a chick to do porn with.
Week and then...
Hey, well, yeah, right. Well, it'll be all right, I suppose. If Emma Watson shows up and she's like, you're fucking amazing.
I told him, look.
This is
Emma Watson's just gonna show up to work
some
every
chick
day.
at the convention. She's gonna think it's the best idea.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna hear him
She's
say
gonna
it.
take photos of my belly button.
Yeah,
You gonna take a picture of my nose too?
He's gonna get some vagina that weekend.
Oh, you think that weekend's gonna be the weekend? Well, I mean, that's the plan. Like,
There's gonna be a small shoot shot.
I'm gonna start my porn career.
Yeah, that's gonna be it. Yeah.
I'm gonna be hey, it's Sunday here for the podcast. Guess what I did this weekend?
How long you been into the industry for? 7.5 minutes.
Yeah. How long did it take me to come?
How you doing? I'm ready for shoot number 2.
How many videos did you shoot? 14?
6.9.
I've been busy this weekend. I got 6.9 photo shoots or videos in.
6.9.
6.9.
In the industry 7.5 minutes, and I made 14 videos.
Yeah.
So.
In the game.
Absolutely.
He gonna run into something up here. I guarantee he gonna run into something.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I'm in the game, bro. I'm like,
He's gonna say something.
Is there an award show, or is it just like the convention?
No, it's just a convention. It's like OnlyFans, porno stars, fucking the bitches you see on Instagram.
yeah, like I'm not even really sure what I'm walking into.
Like the one homie that I knew that went last year was like, man, I walked in, you got motherfuckers are actually fucking while you're in there, like they're really fucking on, in booths and shit. Like, well, all right, that's cool.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know either, bro. I might walk up there and be like, all right, well, that was enough. I'm leaving. But
I got Nexus amateur hour. What we doing here?
you know,
I gotta take a number.
Is this the line for amateur? Is this the line for amateur?
yeah.
I'll get bottom. 20 minutes.
Damn, Jew. You jumping right in.
I get bottom.
What a power bottom.
Well, they obviously, if they in boots, they fucking stand up, right? So,
No, I mean they got how they set shit off like vendors. They're gonna be vendors.
Hey, forgive the Jew unit. He doesn't always know what he's actually saying.
All right,
Like, I don't think he fully grasps what he might have just said.
you say fucking in boots? Like,
No,
or
like,
boots? Like,
Booths.
Booth.
All right.
Like, there's a booth.
I thought you said boots, like cowboy boots.
They're like, this is
I'm thinking they really doing some serious fucking.
No, they might.
with the cowboy.
There's probably a
combat
guy.
boots.
There's probably a guy with cowboy boots on that's using a certain kind of lube in a booth.
sure,
They're like,
there's-
this is the best anal lube. Watch.
Yeah, there's definitely one of them guys.
Yeah, see how easy
Florida.
this slides into her ass.
Florida man.
Florida man.
I thought you said boots.
That's what he thought. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That's just where my mind went right there. Was just two grown ass people fucking in combat boots, just tearing shit up right over there.
Right. Your mother fucks in combat boots.
Or like a stool or something.
That's some classic shit.
Like
right
some
there.
some one of them
Because I
stepmom
remember-
went away.
What was
scenes.
it? I think the big thing, it was either last year before last, was like the sex box, like the big cube that had the different seats and positions. It was a big ass thing about it. It was a big ass cube that has different seats in this motherfucker to where you could put people in different positions in this fucking sex box.
Is it like you flip a lever and it's like, oh, now you're in doggy style, and you flip another lever and they're like, now you're sitting on my
They're like-
face.
Yeah, they're like seats because you could put a bitch up on this fucking like stool that's in the corner, and she could sit up there, and you could sit like right in front of her with the puss right here, fucking face level, and just eat in comfort.
Eat in comfort.
You know, you could
What if
turn.
you want to get a dick hole, though?
What if a chick has dick holes and she actually sticks a real dick through her ear?
I guess there's a lane.
I mean, there's
There's
lanes,
some
dude.
that.
Because I
Porno,
mean,
like,
think about this. You could use the dick
In a-
holes
in a
as
threesome?
what is it? The reins on a horse.
Yeah,
Look,
you
if
can
it
almost
runs
like
the shit
two
through
holding.
it.
With,
if I'm
you
making
know?
porno in the future and I got a chick with dick holes, I'm doing a threesome with her and I'm having somebody else suck my dick through her dick hole.
Ooh,
All right, that's different. That's a lane.
it's cock ring.
I'm telling you.
This is terrifying.
That's got to be a lot of dick though, man, because you got a face in the way of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's the ear off to the side. I got fish space there.
Yeah,
She
what are
can
you gonna
totally
do with your
work off
legs,
the
though,
side.
man?
No, she gotta just turn her head. I stick my chin
You know what
through.
it feels like?
I don't know, bro.
It feels like a face mask to me. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like sometimes when you see a face mask and the guy's helmet just like slides. I
Right.
feel like if someone used the dick hole, like their head would just.
And you gotta have enough cartilage there so you're not ripping it.
Yeah, I
it's a
suppose you'd have to be.
soft
It'd have to be a
stroke.
big dick hole,
a
like
soft
lots of
stroke,
extra
sure.
space. Like a fairly proficient and aware dick sucker would have to be involved with that. Like that's, you can't just have a reckless dick sucker there.
You're
You
just
gotta.
gonna keep smacking the back of the head, yeah. So you're gonna have to, you know.
She's gotta be contained in the way she
Unless
does
you can
what
do a
she's
little
doing.
half hitch on the outer loop, hold it back a little, you know what I mean? Otherwise, you're just gonna be
Oh my God! How did we get here? How does this happen? Has this really happened 800 times?
bumping
Yeah,
the
no
skull,
shit.
you know what I mean?
Bumping skulls.
You be bumping skull, but you be face fucking, be two holing it, three holing it, you know. Pop, pop, pop.
But you can use the dick holes as handles though. You know what I mean?
Oh, you
Oh,
gotta
now
tight
you're
on
going
that.
too far, Mike.
no, but for real. What the
going too
fuck?
far.
No, it's not too far.
Mike
You
just
was
took it too far.
You was just
Taking
fucking
her things too
you
far.
was
No.
getting
I was
your
getting my
dick
dick sucked through the hole.
Yeah, you was getting
I wasn't
dick
holding
sucked.
her by the dick
You can
holes
hold her
and
by
fucking
dick
her
holes,
face.
bruh. You can though.
That ain't that much cartilage there, bro.
No, I mean you can be
dicks-
chill with it.
Nah, bro.
Nah, they ain't
She
your
gonna end up with
thumb-
dick holes and cauliflower ear. This could be a problem.
Put your thumb in the fucking canal and your fucking finger right here, your trigger finger in the dick hole loop.
Oh,
and
my
boom. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, willing these motherfuckers? What you talking
No,
about?
you just hold it with the thumb. You know, you
No
could if
accident,
want
so
to.
you pink and stinking in the ears. What
See,
you
you
talking about?
guys are so concerned with all this weird stuff. That's why I don't know if the porno
Shot her
thing's
in the
gonna.
ear, bro.
I don't know if the
God
porno
damn,
thing's gonna
man.
work out or not. I can't get this weird. Like, you
Ear
guys,
shocking? That's serious.
you're so weird.
You never know what we're gonna see up in this motherfucker.
You really don't. Like that's Mike's creating his own lane.
I usually do.
There's no keeping track.
Built his own highway.
Bruh. Like we don't know what we're gonna be walking into. So the way I think,
That's exactly right.
It's
I've
gonna be
never
some
been.
shit, yeah.
I have no idea what this is going to actually turn out to be.
so this could be like a fucking pool of just information for me just to feed off of and just be like, oh shit.
And this-
it's my lane right
See, but
here.
this is me also dipping my toe into the porno industry. Do I actually want to do this, or have I had enough? Like, are these women people I would actually bang, or am I just going to be like, nah, yeah, all right, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because I
I wish
like
you guys were gonna set up a booth now. I wish you had a booth there now.
we're gonna have to scout it out.
Yeah, see
we
what's
might do a
going
booth
on
one
with
of
it.
these days. We've talked about doing a booth at the Cannabis Festival, doing a booth at this thing.
Yeah,
Like,
just have it set up with the mics.
yeah, we got to get real money coming in before that'll
Yeah.
ever really happen.
Get something going on out there.
But yes, a booth could be cool. But that's a lot of commitment.
Report back though. We gotta report back and maybe do some soft pitching about the dick hole shots. You know what I mean? Like
If I meet a girl that has dick hole
Just-
ears, I will absolutely bring up. If making a porno with you, could I put my dick through your dick hole in your ear and get
Hey.
some other girl to suck it?
Jeez.
And I take it too far by holding on his handles.
No, because you're gonna hold on in handles and do despicable things with this
not
thing in your handle. Like,
despicable.
I'm talking about just she gonna sit there and lean her head
Maybe you're
against.
making her daddy proud by your emotions right
No,
there.
it's not
By your
us.
actions.
She's not making her daddy
Well,
proud.
yeah, but you
okay?
ain't helping. Neither y'all helping, but you're fucking out here. God damn.
100% you find a dude that says yes before a chick.
That's
100%.
That's true. Dudes would be totally down with it.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that whole industry
Yeah,
of things.
dudes would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might be able to pop finger in it right there while you're talking to him.
Oh, man. Oh, it's fucking stupid.
That's nuts. That's nuts.
Tommy,
That's-
I gotta go. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Tommy.
Nice to meet
but
you.
I'm moving on.
That's apparently a 9.5 because that was what my ring finger was. Good game. Good game. 9.5. Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
This
All
fool
right.
is stupid. We're gonna see, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go up there. We're gonna report back to you what we see.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out.
Yeah, you got to. That's gonna be fun though. That's gonna be really fun.
Oh yeah. Like every event that we do together, it's always a good time because something stupid usually happens and it's just a trip. Like when we go to Cannabis Festival, man, it's always something that's going on up there. The people that we meet up there, it's always a story to tell.
Well, and people have always, there's always ridiculousness to be made out of what people are trying to peddle. Like when we were up there, they had the float tank, right? Mike was getting shit at the float tank, and I was asking the most inappropriate questions to the people at the float tank, and the girl was getting flustered, dog.
Oh yeah, that's
She was getting
right.
flustered. She was like, "We've got the greatest float tanks. We're setting up in Arlington or wherever, and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, can I hit the DMT and go into your tank?" And she's like, "No!"
Like she finally had enough of him. She's like, "Listen, motherfucker, no, you cannot do this shit."
I was like, "What are you gonna know if I'm out in the parking lot and I hit the fucking DMT and get in your tank? It won't be a big deal, yo. You won't even know."
Like she tried her best. I gotta give her credit because Mason was pushing her motherfucking buttons, and she was like, "No, you can't do that."
Because Mike was being all serious trying to buy some shit from her, so she had to like put up with us. So
Because I was asking him real questions, and he was just, "Hey, what if I did this?" "I'm sorry, sir, you can't." "But let's say
it's
I
like,
did
what
this
if
right
I
here."
just brought like some good ass edibles with me, and when I was like changing my clothes, I ate them,
I don't
and then I
think you
got
wanna
in your
do
tank,
that.
and she's like, "No, you shouldn't do that. People die in these things." And I was like, "Yeah, they die in them, but like, I'm not talking about going in there and doing anything that's gonna kill me."
It's once you said DMT, that's what took her over the edge.
Well, that's how I started, and then I was reeling it back, and she was just unable to process past that. Because
Have you
somebody.
ever done one of them? Have you ever done them?
Nah,
No,
a float tank.
never done float tank or DMT.
The float tank? Dude, float tanks are the most obnoxious thing, if you ask me. It's the
Really?
most obnoxious.
It's not like a sleep deprivation
Nah, it's
chamber.
because you weren't on DMT.
I mean, I was probably high. I know that I went for way too long, and I know that, like, halfway through, I was like, yo, I got shit to do. Like, I'm not going to sit in, like, a tepid bath that, like, it just, like, didn't work for me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like, I would much rather eat a dose of mushrooms and, like, put an album on. You know what I mean?
Now, is the tank like? Have you ever seen the original Daredevil, the movie with Ben Affleck in it?
Yeah, for sure. No,
All
no,
right.
no,
So
for
the
sure,
thing that
for
he
sure.
lays in and they cover him up in is that similar to what it is?
Yeah, like you gotta imagine it's like a big ass bathtub. It's got about like ankle deep water that usually is salt water, so it helps keep you buoyant. And then the really nice ones will have like some LEDs on the inside, and they'll be like a little bit like flashy. For when I say flashy, it'll like a gradual like like color change
Yeah.
for like 5-10 minutes, and then it goes totally dark. And then the idea is like, because it's totally dark, there's like, you know what I mean? It feels like you're in this like void.
Yeah,
right?
your
Like,
body's supposed to super
floating in the
relax.
void, you
Right,
know?
you're supposed to be in this infiniteness.
Yeah, but it turns out you're really just in Northwest, and some jaghole's charging you $125 an hour to feel like an asshole,
See, because you guys, nobody was baked enough to really enjoy it, man. I feel like I need a deeper, bigger pool with, all the darkness and some serious psychedelics before I would be like, this is awesome. You know what I mean?
Be able to just float
You can do the
around.
exact same thing at your house with like, a blanket fort over your bathtub and some Epsom salt from CVS.
Yeah, and I think that might be the route to go.
I was thinking one of them blow-up pools, the little blow-up pools you can do, because I'm a bigger motherfucker, you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
Now you're talking, you get a blow up pool and
Actually-
one of those fucking tarp things that goes over it and you're
Yeah.
golden.
No. This is what a little camping tent, right? Like you get a little tent, put that blow up pool in the tent, fill it up, do your thing. That's what you do.
Nice.
Talking. Now we've got it all figured out.
See, look at that. We can have our own Mason and Friends show.
DMT floats.
Hey.
Bro.
That's something to provide.
Yeah,
we gotta have medical staff.
No.
Staff.
That's way too illegal to get into in all reality. All disclaimers. That's for complete and total whatever satire purposes, as we do on this show. Satire purposes.
You can probably use that pool for fucking dick holes later, though, too. So
Yeah, that's true.
Damn right.
Got a point there.
I got a kiddie pool in my ear. That's what they should make. They should make a dick hole plug that looks like a kiddie pool, and you put that shit in there. That'd be dope. I'm gonna design those.
That is.
I'm gonna design that shit. Put that shit out on MasonandFriendshow.com.
Great news, mate. Great news, man. You don't got to do porn anymore. You could just do that, like a little Etsy page.
I kind of think I like the concept of doing porn.
Yeah. You still need to shoot at least one.
It's about monetizing sex and not like having it cost me anything in my life.
Or two.
I'm gonna clip that and remind you of it when you're sucking a dick through a dick hole. When you got tears in your eyes.
Hey, man.
Tears in your eyes.
Depends on how much money I'm getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm maybe getting paid good money on that set.
Getting paid good money.
They making good money. That's like 7 figures right there. They give me $1 million. I sucked a dick through an ear hole.
For $1 million? I don't think I can suck a dick for $1 million.
That check's gonna say 6.9. That's it.
6.9 million. It's absolutely happening. They gave me 6.9 million.
Wait a minute, you're breathing hard. You're
Probably, I could probably
See?
do. I could probably.
6.9 million. Did you sucking it right there too?
Yeah, probably. Cash, yeah, probably.
Shut up.
God
You do
damn
it for way less than that.
It ain't lying. You're right. You're right.
No, I mean, I put in Tom Brady's ass for 250, you know what I mean? But that's a whole lot different. That's a whole lot different than sucking dick. Sucking dick's a whole extreme, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that. 250.
250K.
We gotta have a pre-nut.
A pre-nut, yeah.
I need a prenup agreement.
Pre-nut written up. You know what I mean? They gonna have another spackle up on me. Triple fee.
Nah, bro, you're the one spackling, dude.
Look, you must tell me when you're bussing.
You're the one spackling, dude. You ain't gonna work if you're banging Tom Brady. That's how that whole deal works.
He's talking about the dick hole.
I'm talking about dick hole sucking. There's
dick
all
hole
kind,
sucking.
yeah, there's pre-nuts and all kinds of shit going
Yeah,
on.
we
with
gotta
that,
have a
man.
pre-nut agreement for this dick hole sucking at $6.9 million.
You're gonna give me half right now because I don't want to do finish the other half. You can keep it. Like,
Wait, if you sign that agreement, I must finish.
that's what my pre-nut is now. That's what my pre-nut's gonna be.
That's part of the pre-nut agreement. You don't get the money until the job is done.
I want half payment before the lips even touch, man. And then
If you don't let him finish one, he owes you 3 then. You know what I mean?
man, I can't do it.
That's compounding interest for sure.
6.9 ain't really a lot of money, man. I don't know. 6.9 ain't really a lot of money.
It only took 800 episodes.
God damn. Maybe if it was a small dick, maybe, but I don't know, man.
So size matters now, okay?
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Fuck, you
Man,
can't
I can't
be
put all
really
that in my
sucking that
mouth.
big ass dick. You're fully gay. You sucking some big ass cock, you know what I mean? God damn. You get a hold of some shit that might get like you're a Papa John place and shit, get on that thing and shit, like, god damn. Why? I'm like, right.
Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable.
I hear you, dude. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Oh, shit.
That's just not a lot of money,
He
dude.
just realized that 6.9 is not worth
If
it.
I really gotta finish this off, man, I mean, 6.9 ain't enough. Like, 6.9, I put it in my mouth, but I ain't making it
What,
come.
am I gonna live in Florida the rest of my life? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, bro? Like, I gotta go farther than that. I'll suck a dick for it. I mean, god damn, you know? Just can't move down the road
Better
from
get
that.
back to work.
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere. Montana or some shit, somewhere
Yeah,
ain't no
no,
motherfucker around.
life-changing money for sure. Like, yeah, no, I don't have to do nothing no more. Why? I sucked a dick one time through an ear hole for a dick hole.
It's gonna be it where
Nah,
Andy
that's some
Dufresne
shit. Yeah,
is.
like, yeah, for real. Go out in the middle of the fucking Montana or some shit like that with about 100 acres, big ass pond. shit. I don't. All right,
You got to grow your beard
He'd
out.
cry
shave
himself
your
to
hair color.
sleep. He'd
Alright,
cry
yeah.
himself to sleep every night like Ace Ventura when he realized it wasn't a gun digging into his hip.
Oh yeah.
He'd be all upset on a nightly basis.
I'd be flashes. You definitely have flashes.
And
Yeah.
flashes. He'd wake up, get away from me! Ah! God damn it!
I would have flashes.
So like, fuck, you never.
Sometimes I gotta brush my teeth for
I
hours.
just always brush my teeth.
I've been brushing my teeth for the last 20 minutes and all I can taste is dick.
His gums is bleeding because he's scrubbing so
I can't
hard.
eat chicken no more because it just tastes like cock.
You can't call them flashes when you're remembering it fondly, okay? Those aren't flashes.
It could
It's just
be.
memories.
He
Right,
says it's just memories.
The Jew goes real hard, turns full gay.
Yeah, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it right, damn
Man,
it.
they
You know
gave me
what
$6.9 million to suck a dick, and I've been sucking dick for real ever since.
I mean? I don't know about all that.
Yeah, like falls in love with the whole thing. That was amazing.
He will have nothing that looks like anything that could possibly resemble a dick in the house. There wouldn't be no bananas, no hot dogs. There ain't gonna be none of that shit in the
You bringing
kitchen.
cucumbers in this bitch, they better
Not
be
at all.
slices.
And you ain't gonna have it.
We ain't got pickles, but we got pickled chips.
I wouldn't even look at my own dick. I built a little box in the bathroom, so I didn't even look at my dick when I was pissing. You know what I mean?
I need all my mirrors that nipple up, you know what I mean?
He would be able to pee right. He would be able to hold it. He'd have to sit down.
Just have a little dick funnel going
I sit
right
down
on down
and
in
pee that way.
there.
I do as little interacting with this dick as I can.
I don't want to touch it.
Sucked one dick, now I don't even touch my own
He
dick.
mad at the dicks all over the world. I hate having this dick on me all the time. It touched my leg and I got mad. Oh man, y'all wildin'.
Yeah, that's awesome.
When are you guys getting into town for the convention?
Oh, well, actually, it's out at Dulles Expo, so we're not even in DC for it. It's
Yeah.
yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
outside. It's outside here in
I thought
VA.
for some reason it was at DC Convention Center.
This is at Dulles Expo.
Yeah, it's out here.
Okay, that
Out
makes
here, west side of the city, outside of the city.
That's way out there. Yeah, they would let people fuck outside there. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it sounds to me like they were probably fucking and nobody was telling on them. That'd be my
I
guess.
mean,
It probably been because everybody thought it was part of the show.
yeah, I would think
And,
that.
and the other people probably like, well, I'm not gonna
So-
stop Tommy from fucking. I mean, you know.
He mid stroke and she seems like
You don't
everybody's
even like
liking
me,
it.
you know what I mean? Because it's gonna be some little bony ass, fucking corny ass dude like Stewart or something, and they don't like, you know.
Well, nobody
I'm
wants
fucking
to
this
be
bitch.
access
Shut
to
up,
it,
Stewart.
right? I mean,
Yeah, nobody wants to be interrupted.
Yeah,
Coitus
that's what I'm
interruptus is not
Yeah,
exactly,
ideal.
that's what I mean.
and you don't wanna be
That's
the-
what I mean to say. No one wants to be the interrupter.
Yeah, hell no.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you gotta go break that up. What?
You guys can't be fucking here right now. I mean, and then you get spackled in the face.
Ah.
What the fuck you? I mean,
That's some real Karen shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, did you guys realize what you're doing right now?
Like for real?
you have to put that in the video. Karen tries to interrupt fucking. Couple
It's
keeps
spackled.
going. Yeah, like get
Part of the
spackled.
show.
Yeah. Karen got spackled
Karen
on.
got spackled.
You want me to stop? All right, I'm done.
Take that, bad boy, baby.
Yeah, I skeeted on Karen when she tried to stop me. That's true professional. If I could, like, work up my skeet.
If you can work up your skeet.
Are you a skate trainer and shit out here?
Yeah, I just skeet on command. Oh,
Man.
Karen came up and yelled at me, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just handle this. I'm gonna skeet on Karen. She should get out of here.
Oh, that's a good one there.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to learn how to skeet on command.
I need to learn.
Get your skeet on.
If you could, though. If you could.
Skeet on demand.
You can fuck people up with that one. You know what, man? Fuck you.
There you go. Hold on. Oh, God. All right. We gotta reel this in, man.
They'd lock you up like Magneto, dude.
Oh, yeah, you know shit.
They'd have to. I'd
we
still
have to.
skeet on them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be like, y'all gonna lock me up. I ain't gonna stop skeeting now. Ah.
Skeet all over these walls as soon as you come in here. Back up to the wall. Hands behind your back. We're getting ready to come in, sir.
How many of y'all coming in? We ready to go.
Yep, had the floor soaking wet. Yeah, slip on this shit.
Like Ghostbusters 2, man. Spraying the ooze everywhere.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. With that said, I think we got to reel this episode in and bring this one to a close.
Oh yeah.
Oh Jesus. Anyway, yeah, we'd love to thank Mark for joining us for a second time here.
Yeah,
this
appreciate
weekend.
you, bro.
Doubling
Yes, sir.
up, Mr. Big Time. We love it. Taking over the.
Hardly. Not after this. Not after this episode. Everything's now gone. So once this episode hits the air, it's now gone.
Yeah, right. The world falls apart. Don't worry, we're the ones doing the bad things. It's not you. It's me. I'm gonna start a whole porn business based on we do what the porno chick wants to do instead of all the normal porns where everybody just, grabs bitches by their earlobes and does what they want with them.
Look, it's gonna be in the contract.
It's all gonna be in the contract. Look, sweetheart, we're gonna sit here on camera and discuss what you want to do. Then we're gonna put it on fucking paper, sign it up, get it done, put the video
boom.
out, boom. Then a week or two. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget you can catch us at the Exotica Fest. Get your tickets. You can catch us at the Cannabis Festival coming up next year. 2-day event.
Show enough.
You can, follow the homie Mark at Pink Fox. What do you got? What are your followers there, Mark?
FKA Pink Fox is the Instagram. Pink Fox 202 I think is the Twitter. Pinkfox202.com is the website.
Hell yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, we're a bit amateur. We don't always plug, but we try to. So, follow Mark.
Yeah, please.
Keep up with what's going on in the world of edibles and DC and cannabis. And don't forget, you can also check out what's going on in 1984 or A Brave New World if you'd like. Just holler at your boy. I'll mail one of these bad boys out to you.
There you go.
I got options. We're going to make it Fahrenheit 451 in the mix at some point, too. Yeah, man. Be nice to people that look like you. Be nice to people that don't look like you. Don't be a dick.
Little bits by little bits, ladies and gentlemen. Keep moving forward.
That's right. Keep grinding on the shit that you were trying to get done, because that's how it gets done.
We believe in you.
Yes, don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
We wish you nothing but the best.
All day, every day.
And peace be with you.
Peace.
Go.